Long ago, in a quiet mountain valley, there lived an old farmer named Elias. His days were simple, plowing fields, tending animals, and caring for his wife and grandchildren. Life was never easy, but it was steady, and Elias was content with what the land gave him. One spring morning, while clearing stones from his field, Elias stumbled upon something unusual, half buried in the earth. A large blackened egg, smooth as obsidian and warm to the touch. It pulsed faintly, as though alive. The villagers whispered of curses and monsters, but Elias, with a kind heart and curiosity stronger than fear, decided to keep it. Weeks later, under the glow of the hearth fire, the egg cracked. Out crawled a small green-scaled dragon with golden eyes, no larger than a barn cat. Elias named it Ashen. Against reason, he raised it as one of his own. Years passed. Ashen grew, as dragons do, with wings that could blot out the sun and a voice that rumbled like thunder. Yet he was gentle with Elias. The dragon would plow the fields with his strength, warm the barns in winter with his breath, and soar above the valley like a guardian spirit. The villagers, once fearful, came to accept him, even admire him. But dragons are not creatures of men. They are born of fire and hunger, bound to instincts older than kingdoms. When Ashen reached his full size, the wildness within him awakened. One night, drawn by a hunger that Elias could not soothe, Ashen turned upon the village. Flames consumed thatched roofs. Livestock were torn from their pens. People screamed as the dragon they once trusted brought ruin upon them. Elias stood at the center of it all, torn between love and duty. His family huddled behind him, their faces pale with terror. He called out to Ashen, voice breaking, but the dragon's golden eyes were no longer soft. They burned with the primal fire of his kind. With trembling hands, Elias took up the old spear he had carried in his youth, when wars were fought between men. He knew what must be done. Tears streaked his weathered face as he whispered, "Forgive me, my son." The battle was fierce, man against beast, love against destiny. Ashen roared, fire scorching the earth, but Elias moved with the desperation of a father protecting his children. At last, with one final thrust, he drove the spear into the dragon's heart. Ashen collapsed, his wings folding around him like a shroud. His final breath was a plume of smoke that curled into the night sky. Elias knelt beside him, laying a hand on the scales that had once seemed so wondrous. The village was saved, but Elias's heart was broken. From that day forth, he was remembered not just as a farmer, but as the man who slew a dragon, the very dragon he had raised with love. And though the valley was safe, Elias carried the weight of his choice until his last days, haunted by the question, was Ashen truly a monster, or merely a creature who could never escape what he was born to be?